had this set at 20 minutes. And, well, I had to take a look at it because Gavin didn't come in until 18. So it was really more about Cameron, which is not fair. Hello and good evening. My name is Lee Felix. I'm the father of the bride. On behalf of my late wife, Kimberly, and myself, thank you for coming to celebrate this wedding of Gavin and Cameron. We both appreciate your attendance. Thank you, Lori and Todd, for everything you've done for my daughter. I appreciate what you did last night. Heart's Landing, how appropriate. I believe in providence. That wasn't by accident. None of this is by accident. It never ceased to amaze me how you two, as well as the extended Estes Carr family, has welcomed my little girl into your everyday lives over the past several years. I'm forever grateful for everything you have done for her. I would like to acknowledge Cameron's two older sisters, Brianna and Alyssa McKinnon. They set a high bar for me to follow, so please forgive me. They're fantastic. Thank you both for being here for your sister. Your mother is very proud of you, very. I'd like to thank my sister, who is her Aunt Terry. She's Cameron's original road warrior partner. Finally, a large shout out to all of Cameron and Gavin's friends, old and new, for being here. I have a saying, show me your high school friends and I'll show you your future. What a fantastic group of people. High school, college, post-college, fantastic. The greatest privilege and honor in my life is being Cameron's father. From the moment I held her in my hands 23 and a half years ago, I knew my life would never be the same. When Kimberly told me she was pregnant, she said, her words, God is giving us a miracle, and she was giving me the greatest present I would ever get in my life. What a gift from God and her. Thank you, Kim. There are so many memories I have with Cameron as a little girl. Playing Candyland, riding in a car holding hands and singing American Pie. First day at Catholic school. And going to Sadie Hawkins dances and her dancing on my shoes. As part of a men's church outreach group who did extreme home makeovers for single moms, I would take Cameron to paint walls or rake yards. Whenever her and I would volunteer, she would never complain and always lead with her heart, never thinking twice about offering a helping hand. That's early character. These early days would prepare for the major changes she would go through with our move to Marietta, Ohio from Maryland. As concerned and worried about the decision of relocating from her childhood home to a new town, Cameron never gave me any worry as to her choices with academics, social life, friends, athletics, and church youth group participation. I look back in amazement on her accomplishments. My prayers to God were answered. As any father of a daughter will tell you, and she's not my first rodeo, I have two older girls. You get a little on edge when she gets talking about boys and dating. I can't really describe the emotions that go with it, but you think of coping strategies. You must have coping strategies, or otherwise you lose sleep. And it gets real serious when you start fantasizing about holding the shotgun, saying stuff like, I don't care if I go back to prison, touch my daughter, and unleash hell. Okay. Enter Gavin Estes. A dad like me doesn't make a young man comfortable. And in Gavin's case, I honestly don't think I made an exception. In reality, here's the reality. Cameron already took care of any potential problems I may have had with this young man. He assumed, and she never corrected him, that my former employer was a federal law enforcement agency. Gavin actually had my telephone identification on his incoming calls. the scariest man on planet, or something to that effect. I don't know if I ever called his number and he spilled something on himself. A dad can fantasize. I'm not entirely sure how long this charade went on, and I'm the one who assumed that it kept him on his toes around Cameron. However, after knowing this young man for a short period of time, it was easy to see his strong character was a product of the Estes Carr family. A young man you can count on. A man raised on old-fashioned values. A man I could trust with the most valuable thing in my life, Cameron. Sometime in December 2021, Gavin called me up and asked if he could meet me. He showed up at the scheduled time wearing a suit. Coming in the house, he stated with conviction, "I have something really important to ask you." As we sat down, he began to tell me how much Cameron meant to him, his love for her, and all the effort to save for and purchase an engagement ring. He then proceeded to ask me for my hand in marriage. I swear, my first reaction, how proud I was of Gavin. What courage it took to ask the scariest man on the planet for his daughter's hand in marriage. I happily answered yes. We both breathed a sigh of relief and hugged. I realized I wasn't losing Cameron because I got Gavin in my life too. What a bargain for me. After he left, and knowing Cameron was going to be surprised with the engagement ring on a trip to Florida for the New Year's, I sat and thought about the things that have bonded them together. Things like love of God, love of family, family vacations, mutual friend groups, both active in sports, attending college together, Cameron joining a sorority and Gavin a fraternity, both organizations fostering fellowship and civic volunteering. Both had family and friends who loved them deeply. Childhood sweethearts. Was I missing something? Wasn't there more to their relationship that could sustain them over a lifetime? Oh yes, I forgot about Harry Potter, clown golf, and more importantly, $5 movie night. Quite the secret sauce for a successful relationship. As I look at these two today, officially husband and wife, I see a promising future. I can say that with certainty because I've been here from the beginning and see all the family and friends here today to celebrate with them. And when you have this much love and support starting out your life as a married couple, you realize the path has been previously paved with lots of knowledge and experience. My advice to Gavin and Cameron is to keep God first. Always look for ways to understand each other as you grow older. Keep that youthful enthusiasm and know in your hearts you have family and friends who are your alchemy for success. So if you would please join me, raise your glasses to Mr. and Mrs. Estes, to the bride and groom. Cheers.